Forensic experts play a crucial role in our justice system. They are the scientific detectives who analyze evidence and present their findings in court. These experts can be specialists in various fields. Some examples include DNA analysis, ballistics, or toxicology. Their testimony can be incredibly persuasive. Jurors often see them as objective purveyors of truth. This makes their role even more critical. Imagine a murder trial. The prosecution presents a suspect. The forensic expert takes the stand. They testify that the fingerprints on the murder weapon match the defendant's. This evidence can be incredibly powerful. It can sway the jury's opinion. It can even be the deciding factor in a guilty verdict. However, it's important to remember that forensic experts are not infallible. They are human and therefore prone to error. Their findings are not always absolute. There may be room for interpretation or even mistakes. That's why it's essential for advocates to understand how to question forensic experts effectively. Advocates must be able to scrutinize the expert's methods and conclusions. They need to identify any weaknesses or inconsistencies in the expert's testimony. This ensures that justice is served. It also ensures that a case is decided based on reliable evidence. While forensic science plays a vital role in criminal justice, it's not without its flaws. Forensic experts can make mistakes. Their findings can be misinterpreted. Even worse, their testimony might be influenced by bias. Advocates must be aware of these potential issues. One concern is the issue of bias. Forensic experts may be influenced by the side that hired them. This can lead to skewed interpretations of evidence. For instance, an expert working for the prosecution might feel pressure to find evidence that supports a guilty verdict. This could lead to them overlooking or downplaying evidence that points to the defendant's innocence. Another issue is the potential for errors. Forensic science is not foolproof. Even highly trained experts can make mistakes. This can happen during the collection, analysis, or interpretation of evidence. For example, a DNA sample could be contaminated at the crime scene. This contamination may lead to an inaccurate match. Misrepresentation of findings is another serious problem. Forensic experts might exaggerate the strength of their findings. They might overstate the certainty of their conclusions. This can mislead the jury. It can lead them to believe that the evidence is more conclusive than it truly is. When confronting forensic testimony, advocates must carefully evaluate the expert's credibility. This involves a thorough examination of their qualifications, experience, and any potential biases. Remember, not all experts are created equal. The first step is scrutinizing the expert's educational background and experience. Do they hold relevant degrees in their field? Have they undergone specialized training? How much experience do they have in conducting similar analyses? The answers to these questions can provide valuable insights into the expert's competence. Equally important is investigating the expert's professional affiliations. Are they members of reputable forensic organizations? Have they published articles in peer-reviewed journals? These affiliations and publications can speak to the experts' standing within the scientific community and their commitment to ethical practices. Past controversies or disciplinary actions should also raise red flags. Have they been involved in any cases where their findings were challenged or discredited? Have they ever been reprimanded by a professional board? These past incidents could indicate a pattern of negligence or misconduct. Section 4. Dismantling the testimony. Cross-examination techniques for forensic experts. Cross-examining a forensic expert is crucial for challenging flawed testimony. Advocates should meticulously question the expert's methodology. Were proper protocols followed during the analysis? By scrutinizing the methodology, advocates can highlight deviations from standards, press the expert on the limitations and uncertainties of their findings. Is there a margin of error in the analysis? Any mishandling of evidence can compromise its reliability. Advocates should probe the expert's potential biases. Were they hired by the prosecution or the defense? Questioning the expert's objectivity can raise doubts about their testimony. Section 5. Navigating the legal landscape, forensic evidence in Pakistan. In Pakistan, as in any other jurisdiction, the admissibility of forensic evidence is governed by specific legal considerations. Advocates must be well versed in these legal frameworks to effectively challenge or defend forensic testimony. The Qanun-e-Shahadat Order 1984 serves as the primary evidence law in Pakistan. Under this order, forensic evidence falls under the category of expert opinion. Section 45 of the order outlines the conditions for the admissibility of expert opinion. The expert must possess special knowledge, skill, experience, or training. Their opinion must be based on sound principles and relevant to the facts of the case. Furthermore, Article 10A of the Constitution of Pakistan guarantees the right to a fair trial. This right encompasses the right to challenge evidence presented against the accused. This includes the right to cross-examine prosecution witnesses, including forensic experts. Section 6. Case dismissed. Landmark cases of unreliable forensic evidence. Pakistan's legal history is replete with cases where unreliable forensic evidence has led to miscarriages of justice. These cases highlight the importance of rigorous scrutiny of forensic testimony and the potential consequences of flawed scientific evidence. One such case is the 2013 trial of Rimsha Masih, a young Christian girl accused of blasphemy. Forensic analysis of the evidence, which allegedly consisted of burnt pages of the Quran, was central to the case. However, inconsistencies in the forensic report and doubts about the handling of evidence cast serious doubts on the prosecution's case. The charges against Rimsha were eventually dropped, but not before she and her family endured significant hardship. Another prominent case involved the use of bite mark analysis. This controversial technique has been discredited in many jurisdictions due to its lack of scientific validity. In several cases in Pakistan, bite mark evidence has been used to secure convictions, raising concerns about the reliability of such evidence and the potential for wrongful convictions. Section 7. The verdict on forensic testimony. Key takeaways for advocates. Forensic evidence can be a powerful tool in the pursuit of justice, but it's not infallible. Advocates must approach forensic testimony with a healthy dose of skepticism, armed with the knowledge and skills to effectively challenge questionable findings. Remember that forensic experts are not infallible. They can make mistakes and their findings are open to interpretation. Never accept forensic testimony at face value. Always scrutinize the expert's qualifications, methodology, and conclusions. Cross-examination is your opportunity to expose weaknesses in the expert's testimony. Don't be afraid to ask probing questions, challenge assumptions, and highlight uncertainties. Your diligence can mean the difference between a fair trial and a miscarriage of justice. Finally, stay abreast of developments in forensic science and legal precedent. The field is constantly evolving, and new techniques and challenges emerge regularly. By staying informed you can ensure that you are equipped to navigate the complex world of forensic evidence and effectively advocate for your clients.